Alright, hello folks. I didn't have to expect to make a video regarding the Long Island Railroad, but we have an urgent situation regarding what happened over the weekend. So, if you didn't hear, Pine Power LI and Camper News Network did fantastic jobs talking about how they felt. I know Matt Camper himself did a 30-minute rant, which I can understand for somebody in his situation that East Meadow is a mix of South and Mid Island in a sense, so I can understand why he got upset. But I mean, I don't know what else to say right now. I mean, every time I have to do one of these videos, it seems, we get ignored by the elected officials. We get ignored by the media. And what else is there to say? So, I'll just get right into it. So, over the weekend, there was a broken rail on the Central Branch because, keep in mind, if you don't remember what happened, I'll show you right here. They were testing signals near Mineola for the expansion project. Now, obviously, we know how the situation is at Mineola now with the construction mess. And, I would want to stay away from Mineola until they clean it up. But what's unacceptable here, and look at this tweet. Look at this tweet. Explain to me how this is appropriate. Train service between Babylon and Hicksville, they replaced it with limited shuttle bus service. So let's get Mr. Color Me involved, so then that way you can all understand what I'm trying to talk about. Look at this. Limited. You know what? That's too big. That's too big. Let me erase that and make it a little bit smaller. There. Limited shuttle bus almost got it. Service. Okay? Look what I'm highlighting here. You think that's acceptable? To make people have to go all the way to Babylon in Suffolk County just to get a train? I don't understand the idiocracy of this. I really am beyond disappointed with the MTA's logic. What are they thinking? Why are you running a bus to Babylon? Out of all places. Babylon from Hicksville? Does the MTA not know basic geography? It's hardly a surprise anymore. Hardly a surprise. So, let me see if I can do something here. I got an idea. Let me see if I can try something. There. Okay, let's go to the map. Okay? Let's explain how idiotic it is to go to Hicksville to Babylon on the Long Island Railroad. Can we? Alright, here's Hicksville. Okay? Now, I can understand why they wanted to go to Bethpage. Alright, makes sense. So if you're going from Hicksville, which is right over there, see where Hicksville is? Right there. If you go into Bethpage, you would have to take Broadway down, right? Go to Central Avenue. See, here's Central Avenue. Make the left on Stewart. There's Bethpage. Right there. So now, in order to get to Babylon, you have to go on Hempstead Turnpike, cut through Farmingdale, take 109. Imagine if you're trying to take the bus. Literally, the bus probably had to take 109 down. I'm not surprised the bus had to take 109. Hardly a surprise to me. And then probably went down to Little Enoch Road, made the left down Railroad Avenue, and then went to Babylon. Okay? That would be the only way you'd be able to take the buses to Babylon. So what I don't get, the Long Island Railroad's logic. How come they can't just run a bus down Old Country Road, go to Westbury, go to Cobb Place, hell, you can even go to John Street, cut through Prospect Avenue, and then take it down to Brush Hollow. Yeah. And then what they could have done was they could have went back up to Westbury Avenue, dropped off the passengers, Cobb Place, then went to Mineola. But no, we're the Long Island Railroad. We didn't want to do that. Nope. Nope. No, that's how this railroad works. Nope. Take the passengers all the way to Floral Park. But no, we don't want to do that. We're not going to run buses. Just with the MTA. We don't want to do that. So let's go to what they have on their website. Let's get rid of this. Quit it. Now I'm going to take you to the map. Okay? Here's the map. Okay. New tab here. Zoom out of this for a second. So it says right here. We will put this in red. Nice buses still cross honoring. Yeah. Nice bus. They're not a good option. We know that. In fact, let's make it a little bit smaller. That way you could see what I'm talking about. See? Nice bus. This is not acceptable. How is this plan acceptable? And then you're going to run shuttle trains still? To Babylon? Just to make you go out of the way. How stupid is this plan? This is pure idiocracy right here. Do apologize. I wish this thing would be much easier to draw along with. This time I know I'm going to write. Watch. See? Why? Why are we making trains run on the Central Branch? You are wasting diesel equipment by doing that. Why? There is no need to be wasting diesel equipment. The diesel equipment is 22 years old. Let me think. 99 it came? Right. 22 years old. So, this railroad, purely incompetent, and maybe Philip Banks trying to override them, and you know what? He can't. I bet if we tell Eternal Affairs the same thing too, they're not going to override this. Trust me, I know Eternal Affairs very well. They are not going to override this. So, I wish the Inspector General would do something about this. You know, I really wish they would. So, let me show you this. Right? Look what's at Hicksville this weekend. Coach buses. So you know who they're serving. We're going to get to that at the end of this video, believe me. So, Queens Village Bus Depot. Let's get into this again, right? our wonderful friend Motor Coach D4500 is not being used. Not being properly used. Alright? I haven't seen this bus in years in Long Island. Last time I saw it was when they didn't have any service on the Ronkonkoma branch when they were doing the double track project. Okay? So this bus, nowhere to be found. So, let's conclude the video by talking about the plan. Okay? Let's talk about the plan. Right? So we already know the wasteland has been from here all the way to here. And no offense to people in Wollaston Park, but you're starting to become part of that wasteland too. So anything that's north of Albertson, mostly it's going to be fine. I'm talking about this area. Alright? Well, let's erase some of it, because East Wollaston got covered. Let's fix that, shall we? Oh yeah, right, I forgot. The Oyster Bay line's all ADA, because they have the wheelchair ramps. Okay, there we go. Sorry, Albertson, but you're being part of this red line too. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. Okay, let me just get this fixed one more time. There. So, this is the new wasteland. This is the new wasteland. Okay? Where, this is where they want to ruin our quality of life. Ooh, I shouldn't even have Bayside covered up. Do apologize. No, Bayside's not part of the problem. No. See, Bayside's doing fine. See, not that many people realize that. Bayside's doing very well. In fact, they're spending a lot of money to revitalize the downtown even on Bell Boulevard. See, I can't get this right. Oh, we'll keep recording until I get this right. There. Now we fixed it. So here's the wasteland. Right here. And you know why we're putting Kew Gardens here too. Besides Forest Hills. Because the homeless are being dumped. They're being dumped. I'm sorry to, politicize this. Sorry that I have to do this. But we know what's going on here. We know what is going on here. Circle it again. Now we'll definitely get this right. Oops. Almost forgot to include Bethpage. You know what? Let's exclude Bethpage for now. Let's exclude them. Leave them out of their misery. There we go. There. Alright. Just gonna make one more correction. Yeah. That's better. So, this is the red line area. You might as well put Bethpage in it too. Because that's part of the plan. That's all they want. It's all part of the plan. Meanwhile, the people on the South Shore, and Garden City is being included too, because there is some noticeable stuff in Garden City that's been happening lately that they don't want to talk about. So, this is where they think everything is fine. Well, let's exclude Freeport and Baldwin. Here we go. This is where they act like everything is fine. And it goes all the way to Long Beach. They don't have to deal with homeless. They don't have to deal with inadequate train service. Even though people on the Long Beach branch should have that 211 train restored by now, which is a whole different story. But then we go to the real big block between Belmore and Massapequa Park. Yep. And don't forget their precious Babylon. Oh, you know what? We might as well expand it all the way out to the Hamptons. Yeah, where they act like everything is fine. My train get canceled. Wee! I have to wait for the next one. Wee! Yeah, well, what about us? You know, what about people in the middle of the island? You know? See, I do apologize, folks. This really should be easier to edit. There, now I'll get it. Now I'll get it to work. See, how can they get everything better? Yep, I'll even put Montauk in it, too. Put Montauk in it. Put Montauk. Put Montauk. Yep. Everything has to be all about them. All about them. Crybabies. That's what you are. You're a bunch of crybabies. You think everything should be all about you. No. Now it works. Right? Everyone deserves to get treated fairly. Right? Everyone deserves to get treated fairly. That's how this always should work. But no. No. We think it's okay to be racist. We think it's okay that we can discriminate against people because they're low income or they're disabled. No. No, that's not how this works. Right? And, you know, to be fair to Bayside here, be fair to Bayside. Let's put them in blue. Yeah, we'll put them in blue. See, this is the only livable area in Queens left. I'm sorry to say it. But if you're not part of that group in Bayside, and maybe even parts of Fresh Meadows, then you're not going to belong. And if you're not in these green areas, you're not going to belong either. You're in any of these red areas, things are bad for you. And especially how, again, I've noticed there have been problems in Williston Park lately. There have been problems. And it's only gotten worse since this pandemic started. I'm very shocked that no U-Haul trucks have been seen on Hillside Avenue. That to me is suspicious. None on Old Country Road. But yet everybody else in the States decided to pack and free ship. So, I'm sorry to make a rant for the end of this video. But you have to understand what's going on here. Alright? This is the downfall of the New York that we used to love and know. It's evaporating in a very quick rate, and coronavirus is only the death note. If the virus doesn't kill you, certainly your quality of life will. Certainly crime getting out of hand will. And I'm just really losing faith. You know, our governor's just spending too much time on this virus. You know, he really should be talking about crime and overturning this stupid bail reform. That's another reason why people are leaving. And they don't want to deal with horrible public transportation system. You know what? They're just going to free ship, go to a state that has a lower car insurance rate, like Delaware does. I don't know about Florida, but Delaware has very fair car insurance rates. They're going to flee and jump ship. And I can't blame them. Wait until the end of this year when you see more people leave. It's going to happen. And I'll just wrap it up by saying this. You know, I'm going to be spending a lot more time in Bayside than I have to. Believe me, I'm going to. In fact, next week I'm even going to Bayside. I have a dentist appointment. And when the weather gets warmer, believe me, I'm going to be in Bayside more often than I have to. Maybe even College Point. You know, people talk smack about College Point. What's worse? Me being in College Point or me being in Hicksville? At least in College Point, we have the 76 and we have the 20. Versus Hicksville, sorry, you're stranded if the Long Island Railroad Main Line doesn't help. It certainly would take you a lot longer to get home on Express than dealing with New York City Transit. So I'm going to wrap this up. You know, I'm done here. You know, you people on the South Shore, you're in these green zones. I don't know what to tell you. You know, you can get lost. Wait until your property taxes go up. And wait until climate change happens. Because that's going to make you leave New York. So take care.